All right. Shalom, shalom. I like to start off by saying, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Call Haloim La, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak Kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, who are well. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect that scattered abroad, the Hakim and the Akwat that's listening in. Yahweh Ratazah, Lord willing, that this lesson is edifying. It's the brother Shawab Amawan back at you with another lesson. And the title of this lesson is going to be called, If Therefore Thine Eye Be Single. All right. And this is kind of going into, brothers being single in this truth, man, being dolo, being by yourself. All right. Not having a woman in this truth. All right. Not to be looking for a woman in this truth, because it's not saying that you can't have a woman, all right, but a woman will only slow you down in this truth, man. All right, that's why it's better for us brothers to just, stick to ourselves, because it's all you have to worry about is yourself, and you want to be able to focus on yourself. Let's go into Matthew real quick. And this should be a quick little video. Once the spirit takes me longer, but should be definitely a quick one. All right, let me get this. All right, yeah, this is Matthew 6:22. Let's go to 19, and it says, Matthew 6:19, lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust does corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal, but lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust does corrupt, and where thieves do not break through nor steal. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. The light of the body is the eye. If therefore thine eye be single, thy whole body shall be full of light. All right, yeah, because tells you, as a matter of fact, your eyes is the windows of your soul, man. All right, but point here is that you don't want to have cares of this world. You want to lay your treasures up in what? In heaven, right? You want to you want your eye to be single, because then your whole entire body shall be full of light. All right, meaning your eye being single, meaning you are being focused. You're focused on what you're supposed to be doing. All right. Matter of fact, I have brought up that word focus on the word etymology online, and it says point of convergence, all right, which that word focus goes into the Latin, I believe it's facos, something like that. And it says hearth, fireplace, all right. Point goes to fire, all right, that means fire. So being focused is keeping yourself on fire in this truth. All right, and what does it tell you in what is it? Second Thessalonians 5, and it was oh, my bad. I meant to put First Thessalonians 5, and I believe it's like 19. 19. All right, it says what? It says, quench not the spirit. All right. Matter of fact, let's just go to 17. It says right here, it says pray. Salakia. It says pray without ceasing. All right. You never stop. In everything give thanks. All right. And this is the will of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua and Yahweh Shai HaMashiach concerning you. Quench not the spirit. All right. Yeah. Stay on fire in this truth. All right. Despise not this prophesying. All right. Prove all things. Hold fast that which is good. All right. But the point is to not quench the spirit. All right. You want to constantly be pushing in this word, man. And by you having a woman, all right, is pretty much going to slow you down in this truth. All right. Talks about that in what is that? First Corinthians. Is it First Corinthians? Yeah, I think it is First Corinthians. First Corinthians 7. That's right. All right. It says, excuse me, it says, give me 1 second. All right, I start at 7. And it says, for I would that all men, you know what? Give me 1 second, Salakia. Because even for the women too, man. Yeah, I'll start from 7. And it says, for I would that all men were even as I myself, but every man has his proper gift of Yahweh, one after this manner, and another after that. All right. And it says, I say therefore to the unmarried and widows, it is good for them if they abide even as I, because it's even better for the women that don't have men to stay alone in this truth. All right, because you're focusing more on Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai rather than your man, and vice versa for the man. You stay alone in this truth because you'll constantly stay on fire and you keep your eyes on the prize. You'll be out there studying more, hitting the highways and byways more. All right. And it's going to explain that right here. All right. And it says, I say, therefore, to the unmarried and widows, it is good for them if they abide even as I. But if they cannot contain, let them marry. All right. Yeah. If you can't contain yourself and you feel like you need to be around a person, well, go ahead and marry. All right. For it is better to marry than to burn. All right. But it says over here, and onto the married, I command ye not, Salakia, I command yet not I, but the Lord. All right. Let not the wife depart from her husband. All right. And it says, but if she depart let her remain unmarried or be reconciled to her husband, and let not the husband put away his wife. All right, but the point is coming up. Yeah, hold on. The point is where I really want is Shalakia. Yeah, I should have never read it from the top. I wanted to bring it down more. Give me 1 second. I got it in my notes right here. All right, yeah. Okay, yeah. Let's take it from 20. All right, and it says 1 Corinthians 7:20, let every man abide in the same calling wherein he was called. Art thou called art thou called being a servant, care not for it, but if thou mayest be made free, use it rather. For he that is called in the Lord, being a servant, is the Lord's free man. Likewise, also he that is called being free is Yahawashi Mashiach's servant. Ye are bought with a price, but not ye the servants of men. Be not ye the servants of men. All right, because yeah, you once you're in this thing, man, you are servant to Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai. And it says, brethren, let every man wherein he is called therein abide with Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai. That's why you want to keep yourself single, because if you're called into this ministry, everything should revolve around Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai and nothing else. All right. And it says, now concerning virgins, I have no commandment of the Lord, yet I give my judgment as one that has obtained mercy of the Lord to be faithful. It says, I suppose, therefore, that it is good for the present distress. I say that it is good for a man so to be. Art thou bound unto a wife? Seek not to be loosed. Art thou loosed from a wife? Seek not a wife. You see, so if you don't have a wife, don't go out there seeking for one, man. All right, because you want to be in fire in this truth. All right. Our time is gonna come when we're gonna be blessed with the things that our heart desires, for putting in the work in this truth. All right. We're gonna be blessed with those things, man, in the kingdom. Heavy. All right. And it says, but if thou marry, thou hast not sinned, and if a virgin marry, she has not sinned. Nevertheless, such shall have trouble in the flesh, but I spare you. But this I say, brethren, the time is short. All right, here's the point. The time is short. It remaineth that both they that have wives be as if they had none, be as though they had none. All right, you see? So if you have a wife, you pretty much gotta put her to the side, man. Act like you ain't got a wife. Why? Because Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai comes first, man, and nothing else comes first. Going back to you got to stay on fire in this truth. All right. And it's not saying put your wife to the side and throw her away, but that's the mindset that you got to have, man, that nothing comes first but Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai. All right. And the time is short, man. We in a very short time span right now, man. All right. The fashion of this world is literally about to pass away. All right. If you have a woman that's truly in order, gonna understand, and she gonna be down with you on that, man. All right. She ain't gonna mind that you put it to the side like that, because she knows that you really ain't casting her away and throwing it to the side because you don't want her. You just doing your duty as a man, man. Doing your duty as what Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai wants you to do. All right. And it says, and they that weep as though they wept not, and they that rejoice as though they rejoiced not, and they that buy as though they possessed not. You see? Because everything goes back to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai comes first, man. Everything in this world, man, you got to put behind you, man. Forget about this world. What does it say? Love not the world. All right. Love not the things in this world. All right. For those that love the world, the Father is not in him, roughly paraphrasing. All right. But that's why you gotta, put all these things to the side. So that's why it's best that you take not a woman, and if you're a woman, you pretty much take not a man, because Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai at the end of the day is gonna link you up, to where you need to be. If you don't have a man, hey, it's all right, it's all good. Just keep pushing in this truth. All right, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai gonna bless you. If you don't have a woman, hey, brothers already know, man. In that day, 7 women shall cleave unto you. All right, and that's not literally meaning 7. Did I say 7 men? Did I say 7 women? Salakia, if I didn't say it right. But 7 women shall cleave unto one man in that day. All right, so And that doesn't mean 7 women literally gonna cleave to one man. That's just meaning a complete number, right? The number 7 is completion in the scriptures. So a complete number of women is going to cleave onto us in that day. So if it's meant for us to have a certain amount of women, or it's meant for us to have women, man, and save women under our, under our watch, all right, then hey, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is going to link you up together. All right. So we ain't even gotta worry about it. But honestly, brothers that's really deep in this truth, they ain't even worried about none of that. They ain't even worried about the 7 women cleaving on to them, because they'd rather not. They'd rather just get this place in order first under true rulership, and have that kingdom where the world, where the earth is under rulership in its proper order. You know, a lot of brothers feel like that. Yeah, I can't wait for this place to be in proper order, man, because at the end of the day, this place is so vexed, man. There's no such thing as order out here, man. All right. These women don't understand order. These men out here don't understand order. And we talking about the ones that's 2/3, the ones that are in this truth, they understand the order. All right. And we desire for this earth to be in order in the proper way. All right. But you gotta act like none of these things exist around you, man. All right. And it says, and they that use this world as not abusing it, for the fashion of this world passeth away. You see? So yeah, you got to use this world for the things that you need to get at the moment, but you can't abuse it. All right, which that goes into that perfect balance. A false balance is an abomination to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. For the fashion of this world passeth away. Man, everything in this world is gonna be done away with. This place is you ain't gonna hear this place no more, man. You're not gonna hear of the ways of Babylon anymore, man. And that's why we tell brothers it's best that you stay by yourself in this truth, man, because Shalom, brother, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, Barakatah. That's right. Let's get that real quick. 1 Corinthians 14 and 40. Beautiful, 144 in that. Let all things be done decently and in order. All right. And that's what we want. We want order in this place, man. We want things to go back to its normal state of mind, man, because everything out here is out of order. All right. That's why women are stepping on men. That's why, men out here are lost as hell. They have no true knowledge of how this is, how the world is supposed to, how it's supposed to be ran. All right. They don't know what it's to have true dominion as a king, and have things in the righteous order. All right. These people just want to continually be evil. All right. I'll read this real quick. Isaiah 4:1. And in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us to be called by the name and take away our reproach. And exactly, see, true men of the Lord ain't worried about no women, all right, because this time is going to happen at one point, man. All right. Hey, you might have a woman in this time, and she might not even, she might be wicked as hell behind your back. You don't even realize it. You know what I'm saying? And boom, she's not going to be delivered. All right. But Yahweh Bashim Yahushua gonna give you a true woman, that's gonna cleave on to you, And I'm not saying that's what the case is with brothers, but hey, it could happen out there. You never know. All right. Because at the end of the day, these women have a certain lot they gotta play. These women have a certain mentality they all have, man. All right. You gotta remember, at the end of the day, for sin, for the beginning of sin came from the woman, man, came from Eve. All right. And through her, we all die. So it's not to disrespect the women, but the women that are in this truth and sincerity and truth, they understand. All right. But women is fucking evil out here, man. All right. So we can't have ourselves worrying about these damn women. That's the last thing you want to really be worrying about. All right. And it says, husbands, love your wives, even as Yahawashi Mashiach also loved the church and gave himself for it. Exactly. All right. Yeah, we got to love our wives. All right. We got to love the ones that are doing righteous by our sides. All right. The ones that are doing wicked by our side, man. Hey, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua gonna deal with them. All right. And it says that he might sanctify and cleanse it with the washing of the word, I mean, of the water by the word. All right. Yeah. And that's how we're sanctified. That's how we're cleansed. That's the true baptism. All right. Is the washing of this word, man. All right. That tells you that in Psalms 119 and 9. All right. How should a young man cleanse his own way? By the washing of the word. All right. And it says that he might present it to himself as a glorious church, not having spot or wrinkle or any such thing, that it should be holy and without blemish. And that's beautiful right there, because that's why you really don't want to deal with these other women. All right. I mean, you don't want to deal with women in this truth, man. You just want to be by yourself pretty much, because you're focused more on yourself, on that right there, not having a spot or wrinkle, all right, that you be holy and without blemish, all right, because just like I'm about to read over here in 7 and 30, let me keep reading real quick, and it says, but this is 1 Corinthians 7 and 32, but I would have you without carefulness, that he that is unmarried careth for the things that belong to the Lord, Yahawashi, how he may please the Lord. You see, because when you're not having a woman, all right, you're caring for the things that Yahawashi wants you to do. You're constantly thinking about how to please the Lord, man. This truth, you have to understand, this truth itself is your woman, man. You don't need no other woman but this truth. You understand? This woman don't complain. This woman don't fail you. This woman is constantly right there by your side. This truth. All right. But when you have a woman, it says, but he that is married careth for the things that are of the world, and how he may please his wife. That's the main reason why you want to keep to yourself. Unless you were a man that has your woman in true order, and your woman understands that, her man got to go out there and handle business first, then, hey, call her lawyer, Yahawashi. That's a beautiful woman right there that you got in your hands, man. And that's the type of woman we all want. But the fact of the matter is that you're not about to find women like that. That's why there's a few YAHAWAH'S in this truth that really, truly understand what their true role is, man. All right. And those women, hey, they're appreciated 100%. For the things that they do and for the understanding they have, man. All right. So you want to be able to have no spot or wrinkle. All right. You want to be holy without blemish. All right. You don't want to be having things that are going to blame you. All right. For you to be consumed. That's going to put blame on you for you to be consumed out here when you have a shot crack them clouds, man. All right. And then it says, let me see. What else you got here? That's right. This is Sirach 25 and 24. Of the woman became the beginning of sin, and through her we all die, man. So that's why you gotta watch with these women. Queen of wisdom, yeah. That's another thing we gotta watch. We want a true woman of wisdom, not these women that think they're queens with wisdom and shit. All right, because at the end of the day, queen goes into the word queen goes into a robust woman, a prostitute. All right, a woman, a true woman is a princess. All right, we're kings. As little as we are kings, and our women are princesses, man. All right. And there are women out there that have wisdom. And these women that have wisdom are women that are in line and in order. And they've learned their wisdom from who? Their man. All right. Because that's the only way a woman will really have true wisdom. That will be through a man. All right. Because what does it tell you in the scriptures? If they shall learn anything, let them learn from their men at home. All right, because it's not permitted for the women to speak in the churches. All right, women got to stay silent. All right, so any woman that has wisdom, all right, they got it from a true man of the Lord, because their man has them in order, and they're being taught properly, man. And they don't go out there and try to teach because they got wisdom. They still keep themselves in line. They keep quiet. All right, and they just have a upper hand on things, man. They just, if you're a woman that has a lot of wisdom of this truth and breakdowns and things, hey, call on Yahawashi. That's a beautiful thing. But, you know, they're not going to go out there and teach. They ain't going to do none of that. They just have a lot of wisdom on them, you know, and that's a beautiful thing. As a matter of fact, that's a scripture. There's a scripture that says that, I think it's in Titus. Let me see. Yeah, I think it's in Titus. Let me get it from here. Titus, I think it's 3 and give me 1 second. No, it's not that. Is it here? Is it here? Okay. Yeah, it's in 2. No, that's not the one I wanted. Give me 1 second. Bear with me. A woman of knowledge, KJV. Might be in Proverbs. Yeah, that's where it might have been, in Proverbs. It might be in Proverbs 31. Let me get it from here. Proverbs 31. Yeah, I think that's exactly where it is. Proverbs 31. And the brother just brought out that scripture too. That's a good scripture. I seen it. I'm gonna bring that out in 1 second, brother. Yeah, it's in here. She opened her mouth with wisdom. There you go. All right. Yeah. This is Proverbs 31:23. Her husband is known in the gates when he sitteth among the elders of the land. Yeah, he's going to have this truth. All right. She maketh fine linen and selleth it, and delivereth girdles unto the merchant. All right. Strength and honor are her clothing, and she shall rejoice in the time to come. She opened her mouth with wisdom, and her tongue is the law of kindness. You see, she looketh well to the ways of her household and eateth not the bread of the idleness. You see, because she has the wisdom, because her man, all right, is going to be well known at the gates, man. Her man has this truth. And by him having the truth and she being in order and she listening, she's gaining the truth, man. That's how a woman really gains true wisdom, man. Not going out there and thinking you a woman with wisdom, because you have to understand the woman was deprived from wisdom, all right? But if she has a man and she's in order and she's doing what she's supposed to do, fearing Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai and being submissive onto her man, she gonna gain a whole lot of knowledge, man. All right. And then with that knowledge right there, she goes and teaches other women, you know. She teaches her kids, because women can't teach, but they could speak among other women that know this truth. All right, just like it tells you right here, the aged woman, all right, likewise, that they be in behavior as becometh holiness, not false accusers, not given to much wine, teachers of good things. You see, not giving into much wine, you know, teachers of good things. And it says that they may teach the young women to be sober, to love their husbands, and to love their children. You see, because why? She has wisdom. All right, so now she could go out there and teach other women, you know, how to move, how to be submissive onto their men and things like that, to be discreet, chaste, keepers at home, good, obedient to their own husbands, that the word of Yahweh be not blasphemed. You see, because why? She now has knowledge that she gained from her man. All right. And that's what they're supposed to do. They're supposed to talk amongst themselves and teach the children. All right. So that's why, you know, if you have a woman that's in order, hey, call Haloim Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. But it's very rare that you're gonna find a woman like that. That's why I say for a virtuous woman, to find a virtuous woman is above all rubies, man. it's, that's hard as hell to find. All right. Matter of fact, it tells you in Ecclesiastes. Let me get that real quick. Ecclesiastes 7 and 7. I'll start from 26. And I find more bitter than death the woman whose heart is snares and nets, and her hands as bands, who so pleaseth Yahweh shall escape from her, but the sinner shall be taken by her. And that's why you got to be careful with trying to find women in this truth and all that, man, because these women are snares and nets, man. All right, they hold you back from proceeding. They want, you got to remember, a woman is an emotional creature. All right, a woman is a woman that needs a woman needs to have attention. So by you putting that time into her, all right, that's what it goes into what we just read in First Corinthians 7, and what was it? Yeah, but he that is married care for the things of the world, how he may please his wife, you see, because he's going to go back into being caught up in her snares and her nets and her needing attention and things like that. All right. So you gotta be careful with that. And then it says, behold, this have I found, saith the preacher, all right, which this was King Solomon speaking, all right, counting one by one, that found out the account. And it says, which yet my soul seeketh, but I find not. One man among 1,000 have I found, but a woman among all those have I not found. So you see how hard it is to really find a true woman, all right, that's going to be down with you, all right, when you're not paying more mind to her and you putting your whole entire, time into Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, all right, most women just going to break down. They're going to be like, well, you're not giving me attention, Hey, well, we're not supposed to be giving you attention until if you do the things that you're supposed to do, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai always going to make sure that your man take care of you, man. All right. But, let's go back into that real quick. So, yeah, you got to be careful because you'll start giving cares of the things of the world and trying to find a way to please a woman. All right. And it says, 34, and it says, there is a difference also between a wife and a virgin. The unmarried woman careth for the things of the Lord, that she may be holy, both in body and in spirit. But she that is married careth for the things of the world, how she may please her husband. And that's what I was just saying earlier. It's vice versa also for the woman. A woman that's by herself, all right, it's better that you stay alone in this truth until Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushua literally link you up with the true right man that you need in your life, man, that you can serve properly, because then if you just start searching for things out there and searching for a man, you're going to start putting your time more into searching for a man than putting into the search of Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushua and getting right with Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushua on the level that you need to be, And it says, in this I speak for your own profit, not that I may cast a snare upon you, but for that which is comely, that you may attend upon the Lord without distraction. Ooh, you see? And this is, for both men and the women. Mostly, I'm really getting at the men right now, telling them that it's better for us to be alone. Keep your eyes single, man, because you are focused in your truth. You're not quenching the spirit. All right. You're constantly thinking about what Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai requires of you to make salvation, man. All right. You don't want to be distracted by a woman. See, we men are easily distracted by a woman. We love women. You know what I'm saying? A woman is something all men need a woman. Same thing with a woman needs the man. All right. And we hey, opposites is going to attract. So we always have that vibe that, I need me a little thing, I could just kick back at the house with, after a long day of preaching, you might want to have a little shorty to cook you something, kick back and give you a little massage, have that little time. But hey, those are distractions, man, because you got to constantly be on fire in this truth. All right. Let me see what the brothers got over here. This is Proverbs 31:3. Yeah, I wanted to bring this out. Brother had, give not thy strength unto women, nor thy ways that which destroyeth kings, man. And that's what happens. That's what tends to happen when we start dealing with a woman, man. You know, you got to think of like the accounts of Samson and Delilah, man. All right. He went out there and he got comfortable with her, man. And then she started, he had started having a good time with her, started sipping, and next thing you know, he's giving on his strength, he's giving on his secrets to a woman. You start speaking to a woman, man, on that one level, and that could destroy you, man, later. All right. The water, brother, I appreciate it. Call Haloim Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Everything comes through the spirit, man. The water, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, that I can edify. This is Psalms 34:1. I will bless the Lord at all times. His praise shall continually be in thy mouth. That's right. Got to always give thanks to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, man. All right. Everything is through the spirit. All right. None of us come out here looking for vainglory or on our own moves, on our own will. This is all through the spirit. All right. 1 Peter 3:1. Likewise, ye wives, be in subjection to your own husbands, that if any obey not the word, they also may without the word be won by the conversation of the wives. Exactly. All right. And it says, while they behold your chaste conversation coupled with fear. All right. So, hey, that's beautiful, man. That's right. That's definitely being carnal, man. But hey, that's pretty much the point. All right. The point is that we men got to stay, with our eyes on the prize, and that's Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. That's the salvation, man. That's what you want. Salvation. So for us to be, and that's speaking for myself first. I got to be like that too, because I ain't gonna front of this. Every once in a while, I find myself going off. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh man, I need me a little shorty, or I'll be looking for a shorty, but I always get back to my senses and be like, what is you doing, bro? I ain't got no time for that. You know what I'm saying? But that's how we got to move. We got to move being with our eyes single. Let me read that one more time. That was in Matthew 6. All right. 6 and what was it? 25, I think it was. Yep. 22. The light of the body is the eye. If therefore thine eye be single, all right, thy whole body shall be full of light. Meaning that if your eye be single, if you're gonna stay focused, man. All right. Your eyes only onto these scriptures, man. Constantly focused on what is required of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. And that's what makes your whole light full of that's what makes your whole body full of light, man. That's why brothers being spiritually in tune with Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Because all they think about is this truth, this truth, this truth, this truth, And at the end of the day, all right, those things are these things are going to be given onto us. All right, literally, we're going to have all the women we want, in the right order, and you ain't gonna have to worry about, searching. They're just going to flock to you, man. They're just going to come to us. All right. And you women that are in the righteous mind, all right, you're going to get the man that you always wanted. You know what I'm saying? And you're going to be able to please him and treat him the way you always wanted to treat him, So, you brothers stay focused and forget about these things of the world, because Satan know how to use these things against us, man. All right. Like I said, that's a big thing that our men are easily, sidetracked with, is women. And hey, Satan will send a bad one at you. One that look good. You're just like, damn, you know what I'm saying? But you gotta always think, is it gonna keep me off of focus? Is it gonna keep me focused or out of focus, And you want to stay focused in this truth, man. Stay on fire. All right. That's the best thing you could do. So with that being said, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Call Haloim Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakak Dash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, who rule well. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect that scattered abroad. The Akim and the Akwat that was listening in. Yahweh Ratazalo, willing that that lesson was edifying. To the next one, Shalom. The water brothers for tuning in, sisters, and the water for the scriptures. Keep pushing. Shalom.